YouTube, how's it going? In this video we're going to be taking a detailed look at my new helmet, which is a POC Ventral Mips. Let's quickly fly around the box here. As you can see, pretty plain white box. POC logo there, it kind of pulls out. Got the Mips version. I'll move on to that in a bit. And you can see the label here, Ventral Mips. EN blah blah blah. Hydrogen white is the white color, medium size, which is good for my head. Blah 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 blah. Blah. It's made in China. POC is a Swedish company. Nothing else in particular there. A bit more on this side. It says the same pretty much. So yeah, there we go. Let's have a look inside the box, shall we? So inside the box, what do we get? Nothing left in there, but there is a nice little bit of foam to protect it. We have a helmet there, a bit more stuff there. Is there anything hiding under here? No. So there's nothing else in the packaging. A little bit of silicone to get rid of. All in all, packaging is pretty decent. Relatively minimal. Inside we have a helmet, and I believe that's a helmet bag. Yeah, nice little helmet bag here. An elastic band if that's use for anybody. No spare helmet pads. So the last POC helmet I got had spare helmet pads, which were actually pretty handy. But this one, no spare pads. So we'll see what we can take from there. So let's get rid of these bits, clean the desk up, and take a detailed look at this and change the angle a little bit, I think. So let's have a detailed look around this helmet then. Obviously we've got in hydrogen, right? We've got a POC logo sort of diagonally placed on the left hand side. Nothing on the right hand side, just pretty plain. Designed and engineered by POC. A little POC logo there. So kind of clean this side, a bit more advertised this side. We have Ventral logo there and the Mips sticker there. So we've got a little hit of yellow. Some light pinstripe in here. We've got Aero trailing edge. Sure. Aero trailing edge there as well. Looking at this little thing here, we have, what does it say? Venturi effect, low pressure. Some marketing nonsense barely. Back we got like a black hit around here, which I really like. It's a bit Stormtrooper-esque. I quite like black and white stuff. Got the size there, and designed and engineered by POC again. So that's the outside covered, I think. Oh, Ventral there. Nothing else. We have full hard outer shell coverage of the foam, which is something I like to see on helmets. Some helmets leave this edge here with exposed foam, which I don't think is particularly good, because you tend to put your helmet down like this everywhere, drop it, knock in it, you're constantly tapping away at that soft foam. So when I look to buy a helmet, I look for this edge to be a wrapped around edge with the hard shell wrapping around it, so it's co-molded together. You can see where the two shells are split here, so we have the lower half here, and that split line there. And there's no tape, so they're glued together, I'm assuming. I can't, sometimes these are taped together. I can't see any tape on this one. Can I? No tape. I was just trying to catch it in the light from a different angle. So yeah, all in all, outside looks pretty good. Moving on to the strap, shall we? One thing I like about this, which I will show you with my other one, is the straps are black. My other one had silver straps, which is fine. No problems with that. But the silver straps really picked up the dirt badly. So they went brown. I used to wear I cycle to work quite a bit. I wear this helmet to work, and the silver straps got a bit bloodied from when I had a shave, and my neck was leaking a bit, and there's a blood stain on my straps, unfortunately, which I can't get rid of no matter how hard I tried. Your straps also have this really neat feature around your ears, which space these, I don't know what you call these, sort of Y-junction straps out a bit, so it fits neatly around your ear. And this area here is quite adjustable, so you can sort of tuck the helmet, this section away from your ears, and make sure it lays flat against your face, which I think is one of the things I like. The straps themselves have a real smooth, thin feel to them. This is kind of like a similar nylon-y type feel to a seat belt in a car. It feels really nice and high quality. It's not thick. Some of the gyro helmets have real thick webbing. Well, maybe it's not called webbing, but whatever this nylon-y material is, some of the gyro ones feel thick and stiff, where this is smooth and compliant. We have a normal buckle here, so nothing too flash there. You can see how this system works from the inside. It wraps around, doubles down and flows over, which means you can adjust this fore and aft around your ear to get a really nice fit. Same on this side here. This is one of my favorite little bits. It's not too much added effort to put this in rather than stitch some weird stuff together, I think. Moving on to the inside of the helmet. Now this is the first helmet I've got with the MIPS system. I looked at several previously, and MIPS is multi-impact, I can't even remember what it stands for now, let's say here. Basically what happens is when you have a crash, you go like that, your head's here, and what the helmet does, it allows the helmet to rotate a bit to stop torquing and twisting your head. So your head comes down here, the helmet grips the road. Instead of twisting your head up, the helmet rotates a little bit to take that sudden pressure off your neck and head. So yeah, that's one of the advantages of MIPS. Let's have a quick look at here what it says about MIPS. Invisible helmet safety. Patented safety system, low friction layer. So that's what I'm saying. Founded in science. Being one of our lightest, slimmest systems, it's also most integrated. MIPS Integra is a premium collab between MIPS and our favorite brand. Superior ventilation, superior integration. I think MIPS is multi-impact protection system, if I remember right. It's an acronym. But yeah, that means these pads can slide a bit by mechanism. The early ones weren't particularly good, so they would have like a plastic shell within the helmet, so you'd have your helmet, then the second layer which would rotate and move around a bit, but this one looks like it's on the second or third generation. They've upgraded it a touch. What else have we got on the inside here? So we got some CE sticker there. Ventral complies with EN blah 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 helmet standard 2012 for pedal cycles, and for users of skateboard and roller skates. There you go, if you want to use one. Weight says 270 grams. Date of manufacture, so this is 21. So this is coming up to be, it's August now as I film this, towards the end. This is coming up to be 10 months old already. But I think that's quite interesting to put the manufacture date there, because you could potentially start lifing your helmet. Got some warning labels here. Let's move a bit closer. Can you see that? Yeah, focus. Come on, strap, get out of the way. Warnings: helmet should not be used by children climbing, blah 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 blah, damage from chemical sun, blah 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 blah. We've got a nice little hologram there. Can you see that? MIPS, do not remove MIPS, blah 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 blah. Probably fall off anyhow, no my luck. Another MIPS sticker on the inside there. We've got a barcode saying do not remove. Another one here, bicycle helmet not intended for motorsports or motorcyclists. Blah, blah, blah. So yeah, there we go on that part on the inside, and we have a made in China. Where did I see it? I spotted it just now. Oh, it's vanished, I can't see it. There was a made in China on there somewhere, I spotted. Anyhow, if I spot it again, oh there it is, just hiding behind. See, look how sneaky this is. You got like this cage system that comes down for your back of your cranium, and we got made in China, but they've put this directly over it. So why bother? If it's made in China, let it say made in China. You're not. Most stuff is made in China. It's not exactly bad per se to be made in China. It's okay. maybe you want to not pay a premium price for a product made in China, but some of the stuff made in China is excellent, I think. DJI stuff, for instance. So there we go, that's the inside. Let's have a quick look on the rest of this stuff here. Ventral Mips, rotational impact protection, EPS liner, low weight 360, Venturi airflow, CFD design tested, eye garage. Oh yes, the eye garage. So through the vents here, this is something my old helmet has as well. We have this high friction material to me. So this feels a little bit like ultra fine Velcro, I think. It's a bit grippy feeling. It's not slippy, it's sort of grippy. So it's like the soft side of Velcro. I don't know if you can make it out. So that allows you to pop your sunglasses into there and there. They call it the eye garage or something along those lines. When you're relaxing or just don't want your sunglasses on. Let's see what else it says. Venturi tunnel. Oh yeah, this is the effect that you have big air vents here and big air vents here, and your air supposedly comes through here, it gets compressed, so the airspeed has to increase across the top of your head to keep you cool, which we'll see how that goes in a test, or testing, or riding should I say. And here we just have a whole selection of instructions, so I won't bore you that too much. What I'm trying to work out is if this cranium has any adjustment in it. So if I pull it up, yeah. 1 second, let's get rid of the straps again. So one of the nice things about my previous POC helmet, let me just lift this up and try and get in there to show you, is you can adjust, to show you on this one, you can adjust the position of this like cranium support up and down to get the perfect fit on your head. So it slides within these little grooves here. So you can, you have a level of adjustment of this up and down as well as in and out. So it's pretty sweet. And these cranium supports are also pretty thin, so they're not going to get you hot and sweaty. So yeah, that's about it for this first look really. What I'll do is I'll go grab my old Octal and we'll do a bit of a compare and contrast. One last thing, let's give it a quick weigh. I think it should weigh 270 grams. I'm just going to get rid of these quickly because we don't need to weigh the instructions. So on my scales, can you just about make out that? 270 on the nose, that's really good. Last thing I think is the Australian model is probably going to weigh more because Australian helmet standards are a bit stricter. This is not the Australian model. So yeah, we'll take it from there really. If you're in Australia, you have extra safe helmets, which are pretty good, I think, but this is the global version. Yeah, the other point I wanted to make out is I think some helmets are getting too thin above the ears. This is almost like a mountain bike helmet in its coverage. It's really wraps around the back, which I actually prefer. Some of the road helmets are like super slim, come up here. I'd rather have the protection. Ventilation is no problem when you're covering this section of your head, I don't find. But yeah, some of these other helmets are getting ultra thin above the ears, which is one thing I've noticed. Particular versions that spring to mind are the Specialized Aero helmet. What's it called? Not Prevail, Evade maybe. Anyhow, it's looking far too thin across this section. I'm not sure how they test it, but like across there and this POC, it's a good inch of impact absorbing foam, like the same at the front as even the rear's even got a bit more. But so you look at some of the Specialized ones, there's probably down to like 10 centimeters in this area. So I have my doubts about how much protection that has given you, although obviously they are still passing the tests. But I think the more foam you have, the more impact you have, the more distance you have for slowing your head down, which is advantageous from an injury point of view. So for a tiny bit of aero gain, I'd rather have the protection. So there we go, 270 grams. just a quick comparison here of the POC Ventral versus the POC Octal. Now this is my rather used POC Octal. It is now over 5 years old. I think I picked this up in early 2017, so yeah, it's pretty ancient now. It's a non-MIPS one. It's pretty ancient. It's on the second set of pads. This did come with a second set of pads. I'll put a video up here if you want to look at a POC Octal. It's got silver straps, and you can see where I've had a shave and bled all over them cycling to work. Yeah, so compared to the Ventral, it's the overall profile is very similar. So it'd be interesting to compare and contrast, which I'll put a video and link it up there. The main gripes with this helmet, and there's very few, is when you're going very fast, I mean in excess of 70 kilometers per hour, say you're bombing down a hill, this is so vented across the top, it feels like it's starting to catch the air too much, and it starts to very gently pull your head up. If you've been real fast on a mountain bike before with a peak, it feels very similar to that. So as you put your head into the wind and you get past a certain point, the peak sticking out the front catches the wind. Instead of pushing down, twists your head up slightly, which I don't particularly enjoy. As you can see, it's got a few dinks and dents on it, but I've never had a crash with this helmet on. It's got some foam wear there, and this is from a helmet holder I have been using, which is eating away at that, which I stopped using as soon as I realised, which isn't particularly good, but it is what it is. Yeah, 5 years of good service, so and I'm really happy with the styling. I still think this is a great looking helmet. It's like full Stormtrooper with the white and black going on. But time for a change, and I was actually just considering getting another Ventral, but Octal, but this come up for a good price on Amazon, £120. I think I paid 120 for this from Chain Reaction or Wiggle about 5 years ago. So considering everything that's going on with the world pricing and inflation and blah blah blah, £120 seemed like a good price for this. So yeah, always check out Amazon for stuff. They have some good POC stuff on there occasionally, and it was in the colour I preferred as well. So that's about it for this video. I'm going to go out for a ride and see how it performs and let you know what it's like in the real world. Thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.